Hey guys, Johnny Thompson here at the Callaway Performance Center. We're gonna have some fun today. I got the new X Forge. I've been waiting to hit these. I've seen them on tour, both LPGA and PGA. Many players using these, loving them. It's my turn. I get to hit them now. I'm gonna start with the X Forge. These were Japanese influenced. They got a very sharp high toe, which is very common. Reduced offset, which I'm a big fan of. These things are beautiful though. Just love how these things feel going through the ground. So the reason I was excited to hit these mainly is because I've watched some of the best players in golf play these for the last year. We have a lot of crossover in tour golf, and so a lot of LPGA players, a lot of DP players found these irons over there. They started bringing them in, and next thing you know, we had half the tour using this iron, and we said, well, we gotta bring to the States. Minwoo's using the long irons. The Hogard twins are using the full sets. I'm excited that we get to bring them to you because we've noticed a lot of comments online, but we've noticed that a lot of people wanted these irons, so now you got them. Obviously, the looks got these irons through the door. The one thing that happened though when guys started hitting these, it was turf interaction. So PGA Tour, LPGA Tour, they play different turf. They play firm, they play soft, bent. They play all kinds of different turfs. When you have a versatile sole like this, what you get is the ability to control ball through any kind of turf. So if it gets a little bit firm, you can get a little steeper. You got that leading edge relief that helps get the club down into the ground, but then it's gonna exit. If you don't have this sole and you get steep, it's gonna continue to work down into the turf. So exiting quickly, one, it feels better, but two, you don't get as much of this post impact. So it's gonna feel better, and the ball's not on the face for very long, but if it's digging down into the turf, it's gonna change how the ball comes off. Closer. Well, these things are checking the boxes. They're gorgeous. Turf interaction is phenomenal, but that is a nice piece right there, X-Forged. But we're not done. Also bringing to you guys X-Forged Max. Much more wider sole, got a little bit of an undercut channel on the toe and the heel. So these are 2 degrees stronger. What we're able to do by making them stronger and having a little bit more mass down low, that's gonna keep launch up and spin down. So if you're a player that wants that 1020 carbon steel metal feel, you want that super high-end look, very sporty, but you know you need a little bit of help, whether it's through ball speed or just as age happens and we get a little slower, which is me, these are gonna help keep ball speed up. And again, with that tri-sole, same thing here. Can be able to get down in the turf, not worry about it digging in. Oh, that was pure. So that, I'm not gonna look at this machine yet, but that was absolutely in the window that I would expect an 8-iron, 172 carry. So definitely a little more distance with this X-Forged Max. I was 67, 68 with X-Forged. So a little bit stronger loft, getting a little more ball speed. It's a good example of why having a forgiving sole. I got a little steeper on that, hit it higher on the face, but the club just ripped through the ground. This is dense dirt too. I mean, you get steep on this stuff, you're gonna feel it. But that definitely was a groove high because I was a little bit steeper and that thing just ripped right through impact. I love this X-Forged. I've watched some of the best players in the world use this iron. I've now gotten a chance to hit it. I get it. I get why they're using it. Feels great through the turf. I also work for a full-time living and I have kids. I don't play as much golf as those guys do. What I saw at an X-Forged Max might be something that I need to look into. Performance-wise, had a little bit more ball speed, spun very similarly. I got decisions to make. Go get fit, X-Forged Max. See you on the course.